Hello, everybody. My name is Hillary Strong, and welcome to my free live stream today. I'm going to be talking about how small businesses can get increased organic reach on Facebook. And I know what many of you are probably thinking, that organic reach is dead. And unfortunately, it's not dead, but it's close to it. So, how can we get the most out of spending less money and repurposing? I'm going to be talking about lots of different ways that you can do that. So just so you understand, on your Facebook business page, say you have 100 people that follow you. Hopefully you have more, but we all have to start somewhere, and that's fine. So it was, almost 8% a few years ago. It is down to about 5.2%. So that means about 5 people out of 100 that follow you and follow your page will see any of the great things that you are posting, videos, whatever you are posting. Well, that's a very small piece of the pie. And so I want to talk about how we can get more of the pie, right? More people to see all the great things you're doing. Facebook is still, it's been around 14 years. It's still one of the most popular social media networks. It's the number one social network in the world. They also own WhatsApp, Instagram, Messenger. I mean, you think of all these. Just remember, and we're going to be talking about this when I talk about videos and what kind of videos you should be uploading. Do not put a YouTube link, because Google owns YouTube, and that's a direct competitor. So that's going to get even less organic reach. So what can we do, right? Well, some of the easiest things I think that we can think about doing is live video, like I'm doing right now. Now, there are some really affordable. StreamYard is what I use, and it allows you to put like a banner. You can put your logo, you can add guests. And now they've even added where you could upload a pre-recorded video that will go live. So if for some reason you're traveling or you can't be there at your scheduled time, you can still create a live video, so to speak. So Be Live TV, I mean, there's quite a few out there, and they're very affordable. I think they're all under $30 a month. So if you are a business and want to, have guests and do trainings and things like that and go live, it just gives you some extra bells and whistles. Now, the key is you can go live on your business page for free. Okay, let me say that again, for free. So that is the low-hanging fruit in all this, is that you need to give it a try. And I know it's kind of scary. It's probably not the most comfortable for me either, but if you want to get more organic reach, this is a really easy way to do that. So how do we do that? So if you can get people to watch your videos for at least 3 seconds, then you can retarget them. Okay, it captures that information. Facebook captures that guest that was watching your video, whether it be live or uploaded, either way. And then you can retarget ads and things like that to them. So we want to focus on getting conversions. We want to reach more people, right? We want to share all the great things that we're doing as a business and as a company. So the best performing content types, and there's been a lot of research, is the Facebook Live videos. So you need to try them. You can, and what's great is you can try them on your phone. If you have a representative, say you're not as comfortable talking in front of the camera. I think we're all great and comfortable taking pictures on our phones, but if that's not your cup of tea, that's fine. But find someone in your company who is, to be your representative, to be your voice. Even getting reviews on Facebook Live is great when they're in the store or wherever you're selling your products. So the number one thing we can do is to create a Facebook Live video, and it is free and you can do it. Image posts, which we're all familiar with, right, with a link, and native videos. So when I talk about not using YouTube, it's if you've uploaded something or created a YouTube video, and you grab that link, it's better to create a video, upload it directly, instead of using the YouTube link, uploading it directly to Facebook. So it's what they call a native video. which means it didn't come from YouTube. You uploaded it directly. The fourth type of content that is, so it's Facebook Live, image posts, native video, links, we link out to maybe other articles or to our website, things like that, and a status. So it could be like a new chamber member or a new staff member, whatever, new product release, whatever it would be considered a status update. So those are the top 5 best performing content types for Facebook. Okay, so then let's talk about Facebook Live. It gets more than 3 times the interactions of a native video, 3 times. So again, that's why it's number 1, and it's a great opportunity for you to get more organic reach. So right now, what are people doing right now? Okay. They're doing images, just doing a regular post, uploading an image, about 71%. Number 2 would be video, just pre-recorded video that they upload, almost 17%. Link is about 9%, status is 3%. And this is interesting because live video is, this is showing what people are doing right now. It's not showing what is getting the best interaction. It's just what businesses are doing. Live video is it's 0.7%. So less than 10% of all the posts, the content going on Facebook right now is live video. So what does this mean? It means it's a huge opportunity for your business to jump on that bandwagon and create that live video. So you have to do it. One of the key things about doing live video is trying to do it on a regular basis. So I have some clients that do a regular show, what you call a show every week. And I think one thing to remember is that people want to see you. It doesn't need to be perfect. When I do live, sometimes I always have a dog barking or my husband walks in or, something happens. And that's just part of doing a live, right? You can try to be as professional as you want to be, but things happen. And I think people really like that about live video, and that's probably why it's so popular. So when we talk about video length, just so you understand what that means, very short is less than 12 seconds. Okay, that could be a short GIF post or short MP4 little video post that you do. Mediums from 24 to 61, so just but a little less than a minute. And a short is 12 to 24 seconds. When they talk about long video, it's 61 seconds to 5 minutes. Okay, and very long would be anything over 5 minutes. So that's kind of when they talk about what kind of video length, that's kind of what they mean by that. So, okay, we're creating live video. Great, step 1, perfect. So we need to find, your best videos that people really enjoy, and then amplify those on social media, in your email, on your website. There's an opportunity here. And also, when you think of, yes, Facebook Live can be free, but if you want to reach that wider audience, you want to retarget them and do an ad and do a little advertising. So pick your best performing content and amplify that. That's just a good thing to do. Some popular posts, hopefully they're video. That would be, oh, and there goes my dog, Rizzy. Quiet. Anyway, okay. So one thing you want to remind people to do also is that if you are watching this live video, it is recorded. So it stays on my business page and people can get a reminder for a future video. You always want them to add you to their favorites. That's a new feature on Facebook, that we can have favorite pages that we watch. And they can get a reminder before you go live again. So these are some of the things that you can kind of train your followers and make sure that you're in their favorites bucket, so to speak. And you want to promote. So if you're going to do a live, being spontaneous is great. But just like before this training, I advertised it beforehand. So I let people know when I was going to be going live, how they could join me. You could send out an email before, You can share it to other Facebook groups that you're, or pages, you know, if you have partners that you work with. And that can help you just, you know, amplify and, you know, think of that before you go live. And you also want to create a Facebook event. These are searchable, and whether you can, you know, boost it, you can do, you know, put some money towards it and create an event and share that as well. So there's lots of things that you can do ahead of time to kind of create the buzz and let people know that you are going live. So you go live, great, you know, figure out what length a video might work with your audience, you know, whether they like a shorter video, whether they like longer videos. Obviously, I do the very long, over 5 minutes, because I do trainings and education. And so I want to try to get as much, I try to keep them short, around a half an hour, but I want to give people the information if they're going to show up. And again, remind people that they can watch later. A lot of times, that's an opportunity for people that, you know, can't jump on right at this particular time, but you want to know when your audience is online, what's most convenient to them, that you can schedule your live. And that's one of the nice things about using StreamYard or BeLive or one of the other platforms, is that you just have more control over when you schedule it. You can upload it pre-recorded live. And so there's just some additional features. Okay. When we talk, okay, so you went live, fabulous, great job. We want to do other things afterwards. So you can retarget anybody that watched your video for 3 seconds or more. We can now grab that audience and retarget them in an ad and, you know, offer them more information or a discount or whatever it is that you want to do. So you can retarget them. You also, one of the cool things you can do is when you're doing a live, make sure that you're adding calls to action. So just kind of wanted to show you, you can, I'm just going to grab one here. And this is one of the, I'm just going to put up a banner. So this is, you can have these ready to go ahead of time, and you can put calls to action, you know, right in your live, which is really cool. Let's see if I have any other ones. Yeah, it's just so these are called banners. You can put links. You can put, if you're having a guest, you can put their information. And so sometimes when I'm monitoring other people's live shows, you can be posting things while they're talking. If they say, you know, go to this website, or, you know, click this link. And all of these that I'm posting right now will now go under the live video. If you go back to the Facebook page, they will be there for people to look at. And then you can also, let's see, I'm going to show you, but I want to do a ticker. Here, a ticker, see that? It's going across the video. And so you could take that one off. I could take off, you know, you can take off your name when you're doing a show. You can have a ticker on. So there's a lot of just kind of cool bells and whistles that you can do. But a call to action is really important, you know, because we want to be doing these, but we want to have a goal in mind. What do you want people to do from your video? Do you want them to go to your website? Do you want them to come into your store? What is it, your goal? So, and then you can go in and kind of edit your live afterward on Facebook. So you can add keywords, you can review your video details, you can create a thumbnail image, which would be an image like this. Like if you go to YouTube, you go front screen. So let's just, I'm gonna share my screen, Chrome tab. I'm going to go to Facebook a minute. Okay, so when I talk about, I just want to make sure that is showing up. Okay, so when I talk about a thumbnail, this is that image right here, okay, that I created before the live, but it's a YouTube size. So when I say YouTube thumbnail, they're basically talking about this kind of rectangular image. is what they're talking about. You can create captions. You can add captions. You can set that up automatically in Facebook. So after you're live, it will create captions for your video that you did. And then you can also boost it, or after the fact, you could boost it or create an ad. Okay, so we talked about you can create custom audiences, your retargeting. You can also share this. So now one of the great things about StreamYard, I think it's $25 a month, is that I am sharing this on my Facebook page, my business page, my Facebook group, and my business YouTube page, all at the same time. So I'm not having to upload to each individual. Now, what's great about that also is sometimes I just go live into my Facebook group as one of the advantages of being a member. So if you're not a member, join the Facebook group. That'd be great. It's called Socially on Fire. And you can grab that. Should be, I'll see a link right here. If you go, it has groups on here. It has all this stuff. Suggested groups, videos, upcoming events. Definitely want to create an event. If you're going to do a class or go live, create an event for that. You can go to the More tab and go to groups, and then you can link a group like I have, and then you can ask to join. So that's another cool thing is you can add and link a group to your page. Okay, so some other things I just want to quickly talk about is make sure that when you are adding an image post that you add links, and Facebook has now become more receptive to hashtags. Make sure you're adding those at the end of your posts. And again, we just talked about linking to your group. So I could, and I just want to show you the live button right here. It says create. The live button's right there. And it'll just walk you through getting started. You just click on it, create a live video, go live. It just walks you through that. So it's very easy to do that. Facebook is trying to make it as easy as possible to go live, and they want you to go live. Post when your audience is online. Again, repost any popular video you have. That's a great thing to do. Make sure you're asking people to add your page, your live, to their favorites, and enable notifications so they can get reminders when you are going live again. Post more video, and when you think of video, really think about doing live. Mix up the frequency, maybe less. Sometimes quantity over quality, or quality over quantity. And, getting in a regular groove with it, I think is important. And engage regularly and promptly. So you want to be responsive. You want to thank people for joining you, and make sure that you're asking them and have a call to action to whatever it is that you want them to do next. So organic reach is not dead, but it's almost. But using some of these tactics will really help you hopefully increase your organic reach. And I'd like you to, really give them a try. If you do one thing, I would say do Facebook Live. So focus on native video, upload it on your own. Do not put in a YouTube link. You want to try to boost or do an ad and retarget and do some of that. That will really help you grow your audience. Remember, the first 3 seconds of your video counts the most, because if they stay and watch you, remember, everybody's scrolling through on their mobile phones. And if you can get them to stay for 3 seconds, then you've got that information and you can retarget similar folks that might be interested in your product or services. Remember that people, lives are going to be rough. They're not perfect. And actually that's better. It does not have to be scripted. You want to provide education. You want to be entertaining. You want them to get to know you. Answer questions. That's probably the easiest thing to do on Facebook Live. And I've got lots of tips on my page too, ideas for going live. But maybe answer questions. Top 5 ways to do this or that. Answer questions from your that you get from customers. It's just like the easiest thing to do. Demo a new product. Just talk about the product, they can see your face, but talk about something that and make it fun. I think we really need, everything that's going on in our world is to be kind, to be available, to be relatable to people, and be authentic. So just kind of keep those things in mind. Start simple. You can start with a very short live and, maybe try different times and see what goes well with your audience, what they, respond to. So I just want to give you some quick tips that I think you can get more organic reach. And I did talk about, doing some boosting in ads, which is, it's kind of pay to play, but these are some things, some low-hanging fruit that you can try as a business that hopefully will help you with your organic reach. If you have any questions, give me a buzz, send me a message on Facebook or email me, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me.